The river was raging, swollen from days of rain, tearing through the valley like a beast unleashed. On a jagged rock in its churning heart, a lion cub clung desperately. Barely a few months old, his small claws scraped against the slick surface. The torrent roared, tugging at him, threatening to drag him under. Each moment was a fight he was losing. His faint, panicked cries were swallowed by the river's thunder. On the muddy shore stood a solitary wanderer, a man not seeking heroics but chasing the beauty of the wild. Beside him was his loyal dog, a golden-furred friend who had shared countless journeys. The man's heart clenched as he spotted the cub's struggle. He grabbed a sturdy stick, edged closer to the water, and stretched it toward the cub. For a fleeting moment, it grazed the cub's paw, but the current snatched it away, hurling it downstream. His boots skidded, his hands trembled, and hopelessness gnawed at him. He knew plunging into the flood would mean his own end. Then his dog acted. Without a signal, without pause, he launched into the raging water. "Stop," the man shouted, but the river had already claimed him. For an agonizing moment, there was only chaos. Then the dog surfaced, gasping, eyes fierce with purpose. He swam diagonally, smart enough to work with the current rather than against it. Waves crashed over him, branches battered him, but he fought on. The cub's grip faltered, his claws scraping as he slid closer to the edge. His tiny paw brushed damp fur through the mist. The dog turned, offering his back like a lifeline. The cub lunged, gripped tightly, and held on. Now two fragile lives battled the river together, one paddling with relentless determination, the other clinging with waning strength. The man staggered along the bank, his voice breaking. "Keep going, please," he called, as if his plea could hold them steady. Near the shore, tangled roots hung like ropes into the flood. The dog pushed toward them, his breath ragged, his body straining. He clawed at the roots until his front legs found purchase. The man waded in, water soaking him to the waist, and grabbed the cub, pulling him close. The cub's tiny frame shivered, coughed, then stilled. "Little one, you're safe now," the man whispered. "You're going to be okay." Relief was brief. A deep, rumbling growl rose from the reeds. Shadows took shape. A lioness first, then a massive male with a rain-soaked mane. The man froze. His dog, exhausted, lay sprawled on the roots. The pride closed in, forming a slow, deliberate circle. No escape. Only a heavy, suffocating silence. But no attack came. No bared teeth or lunging claws. Instead, the great male stood tall on his hind legs, pressing his front paws together in front of his chest. For a long moment, he held that pose, then dipped his head. One by one, the lionesses mirrored him. Paws joined, gazes lowered. It wasn't menace, it was respect. The lioness stepped forward softly. The man loosened his grip on the cub. She took her child, nuzzling him close, as if drawing life itself back into her heart. The male lowered himself, offering one final nod toward the dog. The storm clouds parted, sunlight spilling across the valley, turning the river to a gleaming ribbon of gold. The lions retreated quietly. At the edge of the reeds, the male paused, dipped his head once more, then melted into the tall grass. The man sank beside his dog, hands trembling as he buried them in wet fur. "You're my brave one," he murmured. The dog's tail flicked weakly, and he rested his head on his master's arm. The man gazed at the river, where death had nearly won, and at the ground, where the mightiest had honored a humble dog. He knew this moment would stay with him always. True courage knows no size, and even the wildest souls bow to selflessness. Thank you for watching this story. Share your thoughts in the comments. We'd love to hear how it moved you.